So the recording has started. Let me just quickly check the audio if it's using the audio that I want. Yeah, it is. So we'll just wait to see what price wants to do right now. But if it does go into that area, I'm gonna take a small sell. The stop loss has to be around 4-1, right? 4-1. And remember, we still have that buy limit lower. So we'll just see what happens because the news are almost about to be released, just 2 minutes away, as you can see here. Let me just bring this here so that you can be able to see. What it's only going to pop it up right here. Okay, that's fine. So they're going to be released right here. Housing and whatnot. So we'll just see. But the main trade that we should be focusing on is this one, right? If you feel like ignoring this one, then you can do so. Don't feel like you're being rushed into taking all of these trades, right? We're only taking this one just to accommodate for price if it does trade lower into this area, just to see whether this area will hold, right? So that if it doesn't hold, we can be able to hold the sell that would be in right now. Yeah, so we can hold the sell that would be in right now. We are roughly a few seconds away from the news being released. So you can see the timer right here. Do we even have a timer indicator? Let's see. Was it? This one is way too huge. This one is way too huge. Would have preferred if it was on the chart. Does it even move? Doesn't even move. Moves way too slow. Yeah. Okay, so the time here shows that the news are being released or have been released. So the actual, let's see. This is for US, right? Build housing starts. Forecast actual. I haven't even done much research about these. I don't even know how they would affect the US, but for the fact that they're news and the bias that I have shows me that I should be aiming for here, then regardless, I'm gonna aim for this one, right? Gonna aim for this one. I don't want to talk about stats which I hardly even did research about. So right now, if we do, let's see how many pips this is, but roughly 20 pips. So based on the stop loss, if you feel comfortable with setting a stop loss at entry, you can do so. But we'll be targeting roughly 50 pips for this trade, right? So what I want to see right now is just a big break below and just a minor pullback and then a big dip into that area. Then we can get the small consolidation before we push higher, right? So right now, if we can break and close below here, Right now, if we can break and close below here, then yeah, I'd be much more confident with moving my stops. If we break below this low right here, because you can see this an SNR level. So I want us to break this level right here, so that we can be able to get the big push lower. But because it's news, if you are comfortable, right? I repeat, if you are comfortable with setting your stop loss here, because yes, my entry, I got it here and also here. I had 2 entries on this one. So if you are comfortable with setting your stop loss at entry, you can do so, but also account for the fact that there's going to be spread, right? There's going to be spread on this on your brokers. So you also need to account for that. So let's just wait. Yeah, I think we're gonna get that push now. Let us just break below here. Like if we break below here, because you can see here, if we use that indicator which shows the time, this is the right time to be trading gold. If you look at the previous data on gold around this time, this is ideally where you'd want to be involved in a trade, right? Because it does move. It does move. So we'll just wait patiently for it to get to that entry level that we were waiting for during the start of the day. So right now you can set your stop loss at break even, or at entry rather, at entry. Because at this level we have these equal lows, right? That's mainly what I'm targeting for this trade, for this sell. Right, we're targeting this equal lows. Then once you get in on a buy right here, you can trail your stops to this level. Then once you're in profit up until here, when you take out these trail stops that for the sell that we're in right now, then you can set the stop loss at break even for this one. Right. Hopefully you understand what I mean. Hopefully you guys understand what I mean. So let me just try and unmute you, because right now we're just waiting. So that if you guys do have any questions, we can be able to talk about them regarding the current price on gold. Regarding the current price on gold. Let's quickly send an update for this one. Where did I send this one? Okay. But gold right now has been very, very slow for me personally, because the way that I trade, I think these are not the right conditions for me to be trading based on what I've been seeing on gold. So I'd much rather target these small movements. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Based on the strategy, we should sell off from here. Because I'm going to post this video, I'm not going to mention it. I'll do the breakdown for you guys in the group, if it does play out the way we want. Ideally, what we'd want to see is 3 consecutive bearish candles from here or even if we can get this one being bearish and then a one small bullish candle and then a big black one, then it would be good.
Hi, Street. Can I ask you something?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so if you go in 1 hour time frame,
Yeah. Let me just quickly.
The last 3 candles. What do you think about HPC? That is
These
gonna
ones.
form. No, the last 3 candles.
These ones.
Yes.
Okay, so for now, because the setup that we had, right? It created a HPD right around here. Because if you can see here, we have this open close, right? Let me just zoom in. We have this open close right here. This one, right? We traded into it. Let me see. Was it on the M30? I think it was on the M30. Okay. The area for our support started here on this candle, right? We have this SNR level right here, and then we traded into that support. And as you can see, we did create a high probability demand, the schematic 2. If you can see from the
Yes, Street. I understand completely this, but I'm asking you, how about
then from
this one?
Yeah, I'm about to
This
explain that.
HPC. Okay.
Yeah. So basically, initially, right, we were looking for a buy because of this high probability demand, right? Which is most likely going to give us an entry right here, correct? So
Yes.
our target was this, or is this daily area. Remember, we are on the daily. We're in a daily support level. My apologies. We're in a daily support level, right? And then because of this area right here, we traded into an open close. We created a high probability supply on the daily, right? On the daily, you can see here, we formed this high probability supply. And if we zoom in, we never really used this high probability supply. So the reason for the buy is for us to trade above this high right here, to trade above this high, so that we can mitigate this unmitigated high probability supply area, right? So that we can mitigate that area. So this one right here, the only reason why we wouldn't assume that it would work is because of the fact that we have a daily target, right? We have a target on the daily, right? But we will get a small pullback from here. And what we'd want to see, us forming a high probability demand again, so that we can be able to have enough volatility to break above this area, right? Not to say that this wouldn't work out. It can work out, right? But we'll just pay attention to it after we trade into this area. If in this area we don't form a high probability demand, then I'll be very careful when I approach this level with the buy, right? But I'll try and see whether on a lower time frame we do get any confirmation for sales. But in the meantime, the main target for this week, I was aiming for this area on the daily time frame, because we already have liquidity and we have that daily unmitigated zone. So I have to take that area out and then trade lower. I hope it makes sense.
I understand.
I hope it makes sense.
Okay.
So for now, yeah, we'll just wait for price to. So as you can see here, for price to give us the movement we want. So for now, we'll just wait. We'll just wait for the sales to continue into the buy area, because you can see you traded into this high probability supply right here, and then created another one, being this candle right here, and those other ones which confirm a high probability supply. I hope you can see them, because I'm gonna post this video on YouTube. So I will make the breakdown. I'll try and make the breakdown for this trade, just explaining everything in detail. So hopefully we do get a big dump right now. Like, I want us to trade into this area and then be able to push higher after breaking structure. Then would be looking for this buy to happen right here. Would be looking for this buy to happen right here. I took a lot of aggressive trades this week, so have to trade very carefully. Who's also in the trade, by the way? Or you are not comfortable with taking the sell because of the previous losses that we had? Because obviously losses is not something that you can avoid in trading. You're going to experience them one way or another. But the main thing is just to manage risk. That's all. Let me quickly check something here. Hold on. Okay, it's fine. As you can, London closed here, I think, yeah. London is about to close. Where is it? This is London. What time does London close? Because I usually just use this indicator for New York has started here. London closes 1. Okay, let me quickly check using this one. It's previous one. London closes. No, this can't be it. Okay. 17 can be true. 18, okay. Okay, correct. So for now, I'll just wait for the buy to happen. I'll just quickly drag this into this area. I'll just wait for the buy to happen right around here, because as you can see, price is just around this area. It's near this area, but it's not willing to trade below. Right? It's not willing to trade below. I'll just make it a bit darker. Yeah. But for the fact that it's creating a lot of liquidity around here, once we do trade here, I'll be much more confident with taking the buy. Because I know most people trade in a way that, okay, when double bottoms break, sell the breakout and all that. Not to say that they wouldn't be wrong. There are people who are very profitable trading that way. right? So for me, I'd be comfortable trading it this way because of the fact that on the daily we have that unmitigated zone, and we have created a high probability demand on the M30. So that's the main reason why I'd be confident with taking a buy from here. Let me quickly go grab some snacks, man. Yeah. Yeah, so let's just wait and see what will happen once it reaches the buy area, because right now it just tapped those double bottom, as you can see here. So we'll just wait and see. But ideally what we want to see is an aggressive move. So And even around these lows, you can take partials if you want. Because it's almost near the buy zone. So there's really no need for you to even hold that long, since this was just a small trade. So I'm gonna take 50% of the first position here right now. So it's approaching the buy area. So make sure that you, oh goddamn, I'm already in the trade, by the way. So make sure that you manage it correctly and you use proper risk. Because if it does fail, at least you'll still be holding that previous sell position. That's the main reason why I wanted you guys to take the sell from here. And also trail your stops on the sell position to around 3337. Yeah, right around here. For the sell. Make sure that you trail your stops. Remember that the take profit for the buy is the daily target, right? But the first area that you need to focus on is here, because it's the highest point that we made before this buy happened, right? So we need to target here. And also you can look at the QM. I think it was from the 1 hour, it's this one, which can also be your secondary target, because this one can be used for partials. And then the final target would be here around 3375. So I'm going to end the stream shortly because I need to upload this video. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask right now before I end the live stream. If not, then I'll see you guys on another one. So if you're watching this from YouTube, make sure that you click the link in the description. It's going to be the only link in the description for the Telegram group. Make sure that you follow us on Telegram as well. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.